I mean, we can talk about it because Philip
We can
Rivers.
look at his stats. They're
I
great.
obviously,
It's
like I
not.
said,
He's got nothing
like
to show for
when
it.
I said Josh Allen was going to be like a Philip Rivers, that wasn't a dig. Like that wasn't a bad thing. Like that's not.
No, but it's the truth.
It is, but Philip Rivers from 2008 to 2012, he played all 80 games, 21.2 thousand passing yards, 145 touchdowns, 68 interceptions, 3 Pro Bowls. He went 45 and 35. But obviously, Patrick Mahomes, 2018 to 2022, I mean, 79 games, 24,000 yards, 192 touchdowns, 48 picks, 5 Pro Bowls, 2 MVPs, 63 and 16, 2 and 1 in Super Bowls, and 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Yeah.
It's much better.
Shout out to Philip.
Also, the NFL's rigged.
I thought we ended this
He
last
doesn't
episode.
deserve those fucking.
I thought we
Nope.
I thought we ended this. All right, fuck it. 2010
Nope.
to 2014 Big Ben, 2011 to 2015 Cam Newton. So I mean off the rip, my gut goes Cam, but let's get into it. Ben 2010 2014 he played 72 games, had 19.7 thousand yards, 124 touchdowns, 50 interceptions, 2 Pro Bowls. He went 46 and 26 and he was 0-1 in Super Bowl appearances in that time. Cam though.
He was.
Cam in 2011 to 2015. He played in 78 games, threw 18.2 thousand yards, 117 touchdowns, 64 picks, 3 Pro Bowls. Oh, what is that? 3 Pro Bowls. 2 let's go back to that. Not 2
One
MVPs.
MVP.
3 Pro Bowls, 1 MVP. He went 45, 32 and 1. 0-1 in Super Bowls, but he also had 3,200 rushing yards and 43 rushing touchdowns. I mean, I think it's Cam.
Cam Newtown.
I think
it's Cam as well.
I mean, the rushing I think tips it over the edge for sure. But
Do you know where Ben Roethlisberger went to college?
Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's absurd. I didn't think anyone actually went to that school. I thought that school was a joke.
But people like Big Ben go to that school.
I thought it was like, well, he's from Ohio. I thought it was just like interesting, like, oh, there's a Miami and Ohio. They play football. I didn't think that there was like people who went there.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like it's got to be a confusion thing.
Nah, well, yeah, maybe you thought like you were committing to the Hurricanes and you're stuck in Ohio.
You're like,
fuck.
We did it.
But all right, 95-99 Favre.
Now, which? Hold on.
What's up?
Big question. I'm sorry. I know I'm wasting time.
This question better be
Which
good.
paper football? Which way are you going? You going like this? You going like this?
Oh, dude, I'm going like this. What the fuck is that? What type of
People used to do this?
No,
it was fucking dumb.
No. What is that? That is such a advantage. Like, yeah, of course you better
It's
make
this.
It's this.
I know this is way too wide.
It's this. Shit, I might we might make it really interesting. It's how you hit that right there. But I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, here.
I don't know. 95-99 Favre,
This is
2011, 2015 Matt Stafford. So I know you're gonna need to hear these stats. 2011.
Who the hell's that? I was like, what the fuck is an MS?
So 2011, 2015 Matt Stafford. He played 80 games, 23,000 passing yards, 144 passing touchdowns, 77 interceptions. He had 1 Pro Bowl. He went 39 and 41. Sheesh. But Brett Favre from 95 to 99 did play in all 80 games, 20.4 thousand yards, 165 touchdowns, 88 interceptions. He had 3 Pro Bowls, 3 MVPs, went 56 and 24, and was 1-1 in his Super Bowls. I mean,
3 straight MVPs.
Yeah, this is another.
It's a walk in the park.
It's easy. You got 2011-15, 2011 to 2015 Breeze, 2013-2017 Russ. So, first off, 2013, 2017, Russ, 80 games, 19,000 passing yards, 135 touchdowns, 46 interceptions, four-time Pro Bowler, 54, 25, and 1 record. He was 1-1 in Super Bowls. Breeze, 2011 to 2015. Let's 79 games, 25.6 thousand yards, 193 touchdowns, 73 yards, 4 Pro Bowls. He went 45 and 34. 73 interceptions. I say yards. 73 interceptions, but yeah.
I don't know. How many yards did Breeze throw for again?
20 25.6. 193 touchdowns to Russ's 135. Only one more no, actually almost double his interceptions. Same amount of Pro Bowls.
I
Russ
think
had a
it's
way better record. 2 Super Bowl appearances. You sure it's Breeze?
we don't forget.
All right.
We can't forget.
I guess
that Russ had a top 3 defense of all time.
he did.
Of all time.
He did. It's true. I'll give it to you. But
that record's cool, but he's not the reason that they were that good.
Okay. No, I feel you. I feel you for sure. But I just feel. I mean, he wasn't as bad as you thought. I mean, 4-time
Breeze won Super Bowl MVP. Maybe not in that.
4-time Pro Bowler, 135 touchdowns, 54, 25, and 1, 2 Super Bowl appearances. Should have won. Honestly, should be 2-0.
When you got the ball that much. When you got the ball that much, he's the one who threw the pick. Remember that.
Yeah, I know. 2011 to 2015, Tom Brady, 93 to 97, Elway. 20 for Tom Brady, 23.3 thousand yards, 167 touchdowns, 47 interceptions, 5 Pro Bowls. He went 61 and 19, 1-1 in Super Bowls with a Super Bowl MVP. 93 to 97, Elway, 77 games, 18.4 thousand yards, 120 touchdowns, 59 interceptions, 4-time Pro Bowler. He went 49 and 28. Shout out to John Elway, but we could do a stint bracket with just Brady if we wanted to.
Yeah, honestly, I think Elway's numbers from before then may have been better. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but their team was better before.
I really picked this so I could throw in a Super Bowl for Elway.
This is in between his Super Bowl runs.
I threw that.
This is in between his runs.
I would have thrown in the last season to say he was a 2-time Pro Bowler, but his stats were horrendous that year. So there was
and TD carried him the whole way
for sure. We have 2018, 2022 Aaron Rodgers, 2012, 2016 Andrew Luck. So Andrew Luck, 2012, 2016, mind you, this is Andrew Luck's first 5 years in the league. I just want to make that very clear. 70 games, he threw 19,000 yards, 132 touchdowns, 68 interceptions, a 3-time Pro Bowler, went 43 and 27. Aaron Rodgers he played in 81 games, He played in 81 games. He had 20.5 thousand yards, 162 touchdowns, 27 picks, 4 Pro Bowls, 2 MVPs. He went 53, 27, and 1.
A-Rod.
Yeah, it's A-Rod. But
here's the thing.
Andrew Luck maybe had one more kind of healthy season after that, and it was over for him. Andrew Luck, I want to remind everybody, would have been an absolute monster, probably still today, had he not been so injury ridden.
If there's all this talk about RG3 coming back or Cam or Kaepernick, but Luck could still dominate in this league if he was in football shape.
Yeah, for sure.
But he could still start on the team. But
if he didn't,
you take a look at Andrew Luck's stats. If he wasn't 130 right now, I think he could play in the league. But if you look at Andrew Luck's stats and you look at Russell Wilson's stats, they're eerily similar.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a lot more to show for Russ's due to that defense.
Look at me. Look at
I'm
me.
pretty sure
Look at
it's
me.
close to the same touchdowns and interceptions.
I need you to understand this. This might be the hottest take in NFL history.
Uh,
This might be the hottest take in
what's
NFL
that?
history, Devin.
Okay, I agree.
You replace
Maybe I don't know.
Russell Wilson with Andrew Luck and put Andrew Luck on that Seattle team during that
Yeah,
time. We might have the greatest
yeah,
quarterback of all
yeah.
time named Andrew fucking Luck.
We might. We might. We 100% might.
I
I like
mean,
that take a lot.
it
I
is.
mean, to do that on the fucking Indianapolis Colts with nobody,
Mm-hmm.
no
It is
defense, nothing,
a prime
no
Marshawn,
O line, you're getting lit up every play.
a prime Marshawn, a fucking. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Doug Baldwin, Jermaine Kearse, plus that defense.
Legion of Boom. What are we doing? What are we doing? It would be a very different story for Andrew Luck. I'm gonna just say that right now. Peyton Manning, 2009 to 2014. Joe Montana, 86 to 90. Joe Montana, 86 to 90. He played in 63 games, 15.7 yards, 7,000 yards, 109 touchdowns, 56 interceptions, 3 Pro Bowls, 2 MVPs, 3-time first team All Pro, 49-11, 2-0 in Super Bowls, 1 Super Bowl MVP. Peyton Manning from 2009 to 2014, he threw 24,000 yards, 197 touchdowns, 69 interceptions, 5 Pro Bowls, 2 MVPs, an Offensive Player of the Year, 2 first team All Pros, but obviously those were from his MVP years, and he was 0-2 in Super Bowls in this time.
Mm-hmm.
He was 62-18. Not gonna lie, bro. You take away the team accolades. I'm going with Peyton Manning.
That's 1,000 times better.
I'm going with Peyton Manning. Yeah.
I agree.
84 to 88 Marino, 2014, 2018 Matt Ryan. So Marino, he played in 76 games through 21.6 thousand yards, 176 touchdowns, 97 interceptions, 4 Pro Bowls, 3 first team All Pros, 1 MVP. He went 47-29. He was 0-1 in his Super Bowls. 2014, 2018 Matt Ryan, 80 games, 23.2 thousand yards, 142 touchdowns, 56 interceptions, 2 Pro Bowls, 1 MVP, 42-38, 0-1 in his infamous Super Bowl loss.
It is infamous. That's a great thing to put in there.
Dan's looking at.
I mean, just imagine how differently we would look at Matt Ryan had they kicked the field goal.
Bro, am I crazy for liking Marino on this?
No, I like Marino.
Marino, 4-time Pro Bowls, 3 first team All Pros, an MVP, 0-1 in Super Bowl. He played in this era, 4 less games.
They lost to us in '88.
It's 23.2 to 21.6 thousand yards. It's not that different. There's not that different of yards. He threw a lot more touchdowns, a lot more picks, but hey, I like Dan here.
I think it's Marino.
I like Dan here. All right.
But you know what's funny?
What's up?
Is that it would be weird if he went by Daniel Marino.
Daniel Marino.
You know?
I don't think
Yeah, it sounds
is there any
like Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, yeah.
Daniel Jones.
Dan Jones.
He should go by Dan Jones.
Nah, that sounds
That's
weird.
a way better name.
What's Mac's real name? It's not Mac. I'm not buying that for
Mac?
a second.
No.
What's his real name? What's
It's
Mac Jones' real name?
something weird. His real name is Michael McCorkle Jones.
Dude, why did I know I just had a feeling it was gonna be fucking Michael. God damn it. All right. 2018, 2022 Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
2011, 2015 Cam Newton.
PM.
Is it a
Sorry,
question, Devin? Is it a question?
not really.
I'm
No,
sorry. Shout out
no,
Cam, one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time, but nah, he ain't beating that stint. I'm sorry. 95,
bro.
99
But he be
Favre.
talking wild shit, man.
He's talking hella shit, but hey, whatever. You know, he said,
Dude, he was.
can
Go
we
ahead.
talk about this for a second? This was something that I wanted to talk about on
Yeah,
Friday, and I didn't bring it up. Cam
yeah.
Newton, I saw a video of him. He was complaining that he did not get a 2008 championship ring from the Gators football team. So that's like weird because usually when you're kicked off of a team in November and they go on to win and then they go on to win the national championship, you probably shouldn't expect a ring. You probably shouldn't expect a ring. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No.
And the way he said it, the way he said it, it was like
Mhm.
I want to talk about this documentary. And by the way, I never received a ring from the 2008 team. Like, he said it as if people were like, "Wow, that's crazy. Like, you
No
didn't get a
way.
ring?" Like, yeah, no. It's like, not to bring up anybody else, but if somebody on that team might have done something they did before that and got kicked off the team, maybe someone named like Aaron Hernandez, he probably wouldn't have gotten a ring. That's just how things work.
Nope.
But sorry, Cam, you
Yep.
got in trouble. You got kicked off the team in November. What are we
Yep.
talking about here? What are we talking about here? No, but Cam
Did he
Newton,
even play prior to November?
he got some snaps. Bro got some snaps.
Either
90,
way.
fuck it. 95, 99 Favre, 2011, 2015 Breeze.
Wait,
I'm
I
out.
had something to say.
What's up?
Cam was saying he was trying to create excuses as to why he walked out of the press conference after the Super Bowl loss. And he was blaming it on shit that had nothing to do with himself.
I mean, do you
And if I was Cam Newton, I would say like it's just like it's your fault. You're dumb. You fucking that's like your problem. And he was
do
blaming it
you
on
do you need an
other
excuse
stuff.
though? Like, do you need an excuse? Like, to me back then, I wasn't defending it, but I wasn't mad at him for it. Like, it's like, yeah, you just lost the Super Bowl. I wouldn't want to fucking talk either. You know, like,
No, you're not mad at it, but it's like he was defending it and saying that it was for other reasons
bro,
that I won't say on the
Cam
well.
Newton don't think Cam Newton has never thought he's done anything wrong in his life. Cam Newton doesn't
No,
think Cam Newton thinks
he said it was because of his. He said it was because of his culture and the culture of just how he was mad and how he wanted to fight the reporters. So he just
okay,
ended up walking away.
cool, awesome. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. But
Thank you.
so Cam Newton doesn't think like he said, I'm not playing in the league for 5.5 mil. It's like, okay, nobody was really asking you to, but I guess.
No one was
Uh,
asking, bro.
I mean, it's crazy. Matt Ryan is getting more
No
calls than
offense, but
you.
no one was asking.
Um, you went to
Yeah,
Carolina. You went to Carolina to a dumbed down offense. You had a great 15 in 1 year, a great 5 year stint that we're talking about. You were one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. You came back, went to New England.
yeah,
You were way too confused. You couldn't even beat Mac Jones for a job. And then you come back to Carolina, have one good
nope.
game, and then you kind of faded away
Shit
into
himself.
retirement. Um, but I don't
Yeah,
know. I like it's the same thing like when they asked Cam Newton like does he deserve to be in the hall, is he a Hall of Famer, they asked.
yeah.
First he
He
said
asked himself that question.
he was like I don't fucking care. I don't care. And I forgot who asked him, but they were like
Yeah,
nah, but for real, like,
it was Brandon Marshall. It's Brandon
okay,
Marshall.
yeah. He was like, but nah, like, seriously though, like, do you think you're a Hall of Famer? Bro said some bullshit like,
He was like,
uh
hell yeah.
no, he said, like Kanye said, when I came in, it was just me. But now looking around, it's a bunch of me's. Like, he doesn't know who Michael Vick is. Who
Exactly.
did it better than him? And I don't know, bro. I think
Exactly.
Lamar was gonna be
But no,
Lamar without Cam Newton.
100%. But when Brandon Marshall asked him again, he was like, "Nah, for real. What do you think you should?" He was like, "Hell yeah, I should." And then he cited Kanye,
No,
which
at
is
first
not
he's no. At first
probably the
he
best
said, "I
person to
don't give
quote.
a fuck." He was like, "I don't care," which means
Well, no,
he
yeah, he said
cares,
at first, "I don't give a fuck," and
and he
then he asked him
cares because
again,
he
and he said,
does.
"Hell yeah," and then he said there was a lot of me's. Now
But
there's a lot
there's
of
but
me's,
but there's not.
and then
Is there Cam? I mean, how many
Brandon
Cam
Marshall asked
Newton?
him a
Let's be real, bro. How many Cam Newtons
none,
are in the league? Like
zero.
Cam
If
Newton,
he thinks that Cam Newton is just a running quarterback, then he's fucked up.
and what is it like a quarterback that can run, who's athletic and can like kind of throw, like is kind of okay. Like okay, I'll tell you what, the closest thing to Cam Newton is going to be a healthy AR if he ever gets a chance to be healthy. Because he can
Yeah,
run like Cam Newton can, might even be a little more athletic than him, but does he have the best arm?
but they're about the same. They're big.
They're huge. Can we talk 95 Favre 11-15 Breeze?
Randall Cunningham, you ain't the only one, man.
I think it's Favre, no
Um,
question.
I agree.
I think
Three straight MVPs,
yeah, yeah. I think it's Favre, no question.
Super
And
Bowl dub, also a loss.
I'm also interested in him in that matchup versus Mahomes. I wanna compare that. 2011-15 Brady,
See, this is
2011
how the NFL does it.
Brady,
They go, I'm interested in that, you know?
2018-2022 Aaron Rodgers. Um,
Ooh.
I'm not
Two
gonna
MVPs from
lie.
A-Rod.
You had where is that? Where is that at? You had two MVPs from A Rod, 20,000 yards, 162 touchdowns, 27 picks, 53, 27, and 1. Tom,
27 picks.
23.3 thousand, 167 touchdowns, 47 interceptions, 5 Pro Bowls to 4 Pro Bowls, one Super Bowl MVP, 1-1 in Super Bowls, and Aaron Rodgers had 4 Pro Bowls, 2 MVPs.
That's tough. I mean, like, I don't even know if we can say one had a better team or better offense.
I mean, probably Tom Brady, but
I mean, we can. We can say that the Patriots had a better team, but
I mean
Tom never really worked with a whole lot on offense.
Tom beats him in yards, touchdowns, Pro Bowls, but Pro
But
Bowls
not
are.
MVPs
I'm not gonna lie,
or
Pro Bowls. There's a lot of. I don't know,
Trubisky
bro.
was a Pro Bowler.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Trubisky was a Pro Bowler.
Pro Bowlers are iffy.
They're very iffy.
Aaron, is it Aaron
I
Rodgers?
like A-Rod.
I think
I think
it's
A-Rod
tough.
was a better all-around quarterback during his time frame than Brady was. I agree.
29, 2009 to 2014 Peyton Manning, 84, 88 Marino. So 84, 88 Marino. Where the fuck did he go? Here he is. He had 76 games played, 21.6 thousand yards, 176 touchdowns, 97 picks, 4 Pro Bowls, 3 first team All Pros, 1 MVP, 47-29 record, and was 0-1 in his Super Bowls. Peyton Manning, 80 games, 24,000 yards, 197 touchdowns, 69 interceptions, 5 Pro Bowls, 2 MVPs, Offensive Player of the Year award, 62-18, 0-2 in Super Bowls. It's Peyton Manning. It's Peyton Manning.
Peyton, man.
It is. It's Peyton Manning. All right, we got our final four, Devin.
What's his name kind of skid through?
Who? Marino?
Kind of. Not really.
I mean, Marino definitely had. Marino beat out Matt Ryan, and Matt
You're right.
Ryan. I think that was a tough matchup.
Agreed.
What do we got? We got 2018 to 2022 Patrick Mahomes, 95-99
Now, this is a
arm.
conversation.
This is a conversation.
This is a conversation because yes, Mahomes has 2 Super Bowl MVPs and whatever.
Mhm.
But this is very much a conversation.
So we got Mahomes. Let me just line up wherever the hell I want to put Favre. All right,
Can
so
we do the
Favre.
stats again? Yeah.
So Favre. So 80 games to 79 games. So 80 games for Favre, 79 games for Patrick Mahomes. Favre had 20.4 thousand yards, 165 touchdowns. To Mahomes, 24,000 yards and 192 touchdowns. Favre had 88 picks. Patrick Mahomes had 48 picks. Brett, 3 Pro Bowls, 3 MVPs. Mahomes, 5 Pro Bowls, 2 MVPs. Brett Favre, 1-1 in Super Bowls. Did not win Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes, 2 Super Bowl
No.
MVPs, 2-1 in Super Bowls, 63-16 record to a 56-24 record.
Yeah. Those fucking picks suck. And the less
Yeah,
touchdowns, less yards.
yeah. I mean,
He has the MVP over him, but again, yeah. No.
yeah,
Yeah. Pat.
it is Pat. 2018, 2022, Aaron Rodgers, 29,
Anthony Richardson.
2009,
No. Okay.
2014, Peyton Manning. So Peyton Manning,
Ooh.
once again, 80 games, 24,000 yards, 197 touchdowns, 69 picks, 5 Pro Bowls, 2 MVPs, Offensive Player of the Year, 2 time 62 and 80 62 and 18, 0-2 in Super Bowls. Aaron Rodgers, 81 games, 20.5 thousand yards, 162 touchdowns, 2 MVPs. Oh shit! Okay, yeah, 2 MVPs, 4 Pro Bowls, 53, 27, and 1.
How many MVPs did Peyton have? 1 or 2?
Two
2?
MVPs to 2 MVPs. Peyton also had an Offensive Player of the Year, and he had 1 more Pro Bowl. Now
It's been hard to win Opoy as a quarterback
he
forever.
has way more 69 to 27 interceptions, 197 to 162 touchdowns. Now I didn't want to throw this card in there.
Who has
I didn't want to throw this card in there.
Sorry, who has more touchdowns? Peyton?
Aaron does. Excuse me.
Oh.
Peyton has 197 to Aaron's 162. So let's talk
Yeah.
about this. Does this hurt or
Yeah.
help Peyton Manning? So if you notice, it's 2009 to 2014 Peyton Manning. That's 6 seasons. Peyton Manning broke his
Yeah,
neck.
it's 6.
Peyton Manning
Well, he was
broke his
injured.
neck.
Yeah.
He broke his neck and did not play a full year. Does that make that better, or does that kind of, he took a year off? And Aaron played straight 81 games, like what's better?
I mean, how many
Like
I mean, I think that I do think it's pretty even if you take out that broken neck year.
But that's the thing though,
What was that? 2011?
adding that in though, what does that do? Does that hurt or help Peyton Manning? Because I feel like coming back after a broken neck and still putting up numbers that puts him in this conversation, because this isn't even the only 5-year stretch I could have picked from Manning. But
No, you could have picked a bunch when
feel like
he won.
I feel like it hurts. I feel like there's a positive and a negative factor to that.
Sure. Yeah, I think it kind of cancels out, and I think because they played a similar amount of games in this time frame.
Okay. I think it's Peyton Manning, bro.
I think so too. Aaron's really the only guy who's been able to throw like so little interceptions.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yes, 100%.
But Peyton obviously took a lot of chances and threw a lot of touchdowns, a lot more.
Some Favre shit, just chucking that thing. So we do have our final.
Well, not Favre shit. No, Favre threw way more picks than Peyton did.
2009 to 2014, Peyton Manning.
Wasn't it that A-Rod would have to play like 40 more years
to catch up to Brett Favre?
Get the fucking to catch Brett Favre in picks.
Something stupid. But we got our final.
Very stupid.
2009 to 2014, Peyton Manning. 2018, 2022, Patrick Mahomes. All right, Manning, Mahomes. You ready? Manning, Mahomes. 80 games to 79 games. 24,000 yards, 24,000 yards. 197 touchdowns, 192 touchdowns. 69 interceptions, 48 interceptions. 5 Pro Bowls, 5 Pro Bowls. 2 MVPs, 2 MVPs. An Offensive Player of the Year for Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning went 62 and
None for
18.
Matt.
He went 62 and 18, 0 and 2 in his Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes went 63 and 16, which that math I feel like is not mathing, but whatever. Oh yeah, he played one less game. He
Yeah,
went 2 and 1 in his
79.
Super Bowls with 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Very scary close stats. Besides the
Fuck,
interceptions.
is that fucking incredibly close.
Now Manning has the Offensive Player of the
What was
Year.
it? It was 48 to 68 interceptions.
It was no. It was 69 to 48.
Peyton threw
69 to
close. Yeah,
48.
Peyton threw. I said
One
68.
he threw
I was close.
5 more
Peyton threw
touchdowns,
5
same
more
amount of
touchdowns.
yards, one more win
He
than
has an
Mahomes.
Opoy though.
He has an Opoy. Mahomes has
Do you know how hard it is to win Opoy as a quarterback?
the 2 rings and the 2 Super Bowl MVPs for Mahomes though.
I know those are hard
The
to beat.
Opoy, I don't know if that beats those like 2 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, and another appearance on top of that.
I think if Peyton beat one of the greatest defenses of all time, or didn't have that bad, if he beat that defense, I think he goes down as one of the better like number 2 of all time. But
Well,
that loss was horrendous.
Manning, I think, is number 2 to a lot of people.
He can be. I think he's 3 for us, for me at least.
I wanted
3 or 4.
we'll save that because in the off season I wanted to introduce a top 10.
That'll be a different thing. Maybe I'm making wild statements, but
go ahead.
If he won that Super Bowl, I think they'd be a lot better off. He would in this conversation, but I think this is Mahomes, just judging by how fucking close Mahomes is stat-wise. Now, this is the final 5 years of Peyton's career, or close to the final 5 years compared to Patrick's first 5. Yeah, one more where they won the Super Bowl.
It's Mahomes.
Barely.
It's
He didn't do a thing.
Mahomes is the winner of the first quarterback stint bracket because there are many more to come. I can make plenty of these. We can have if you like them. I mean, I can cook these up all day.
But I think that's the best final we could have gotten.
For sure, 2000. But that's the thing about this is, I mean, you really see how close some of these players are, and you really see I mean, I don't know. Like we talk about how different the offense is in nowadays game, but Manning's putting up the same number, close to the same.
A lot of times it